Hey y'all, hope you're all doing well. Hope everyone's feeling the love. It's nice and warm out here in the garage. I've been crawling around in my shed back here and in the house. I have stuff everywhere. Things kind of got mixed up there for a while, and I still haven't. And it's winter, and it's everything was certain stuff. Summer stuff's all packed into my shed, and it's just a big mess. There was no organization put into it, because it was kind of a last minute thing. Um, yeah, I don't have my hat on today. Just went regular hat today. Excuse me. So, I've been looking for my Vietnam helmet. 'Cause I should say I was a very big Vietnam era collector. I have all kinds of stuff. I have the original web gear. I got the K-bar, the helmet, the little med kit. Still had medical stuff in it. I mean, all kinds of stuff. I have dirt from Vietnam. I have a flag, and I think some money. I have some money there from that era. A friend of mine I used to work with was in Vietnam, and he gave me a bunch of stuff to go with it, and with my little collection. And I'll still collect if I find certain things here and there. The lighting's pretty bad in it. Maybe I should just pick up my hat. Hey, now you can see me. It's a little better. So I've been looking for that Vietnam helmet. Wanted to show you. Pilkpok. I see you subscribed. I thought you were already a subscriber. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for subscribing. Sorry, I can't talk today. So, buddy, I've been looking for that helmet to show you. I will find it. I promise I will find it. I was hoping to have it here tonight and show it to you. But, no, I'm sorry. But I will find it. I promise. I will find it. It's somewhere around here. I found all my other Vietnam stuff. They're all in one tote. And I found the web gear. Found pretty much everything except for the helmet, which is odd, because wherever the web gear is, the helmet goes, and vice versa. So, I'm not sure exactly what happened. But, welcome, friend, all the way from Germany. I know we've been talking earlier today about that helmet. So, I tried. I will find it. I promise. Hopefully, I'll have it on tomorrow's video. So I'm gonna move you guys over a little bit here. So, I also been busy. I cleaned up a little bit on my workbench here. A little bit. I have the, as you can see, I have the home light. I tore it down quite excessively, so I got everything down almost to the cylinder. This cover here for the clutch, and this is the oil tank for the bar oil. That is actually, it's a little tricky. This here, as you can see, there's the bearing for the crank, right? So that's actually pressed into this casing. So this needs to be pressed off. So I need to get over to the press and do that. Try not to get oil all over me. Still, this is such an awesome design. The way they thought of this stuff, it's truly amazing. So, you know, the pump is in the handle, by the handle, for the bar oil, right? Well, that pressurizes two of these copper lines that go over to the tank. Now, I thought that was the coolest. I don't know why, but it's the coolest idea ever. Um, you don't see copper lines on a saw. So I thought that was a pretty cool idea and how they uh, generated the idea of pumping back here by the handle where here's the tank to oil your bar. So I thought that, I don't know why, but that's pretty cool to me. I love how old stuff works. I love getting into old stuff. Let me turn down the radio here. Had the radio up. I like my music. I'm gonna sit down. My back's a little sore today, a little more than yesterday. So that tells me I overdid it a little bit. So just a little sore, not too bad, and it's not where I can't move or nothing. So I got the home light. It's all right here on the desk, on my table, on my bench here. Table, bench, desk, whatever you want to call it. My bench. So I cleaned up my tools, and put them away. They're actually in the toolbox. You believe that? Don't mind the computer area. That's all my little personal stuff there. Oop, bumpy all over the place here. So tonight, I found out the problem of why the bar oil was leaking on this home light. And like I said, that cover on the back side of the tank, well, that was the problem. That was the leaker. So by the time I got back there, after removing the whole left side casing, I just happened to bump the cover and it jiggled there. So it wasn't sealed. It wasn't even tight. The screws were tight, but the cover was not. It just I don't know. I think the seal on it here, yeah, it just kind of shrunk up, flattened out, and well, obviously we're gonna need a new one. Now that I feel this one particular spot where you know how sometimes a gasket overlays sticks out further than the cover or whatever you're putting it on. Well, I could feel the ridge, so it definitely was a lot thicker than what this is. You can see it's really thin. I already went. I have rolls of this stuff. This is a rubber fiber a gasket sealer. So a gasket material. So I went ahead and cut a piece of that out so I could trace it and cut it out. And I will show you my cool little tool, which is in the toolbox. And this tool can make these holes. It's a hole punch basically, but it's like you can use it for sheet metal. And I forget the thickness you can go up to, but it's pretty decent thick metal you can go up to, thicker sheet metal. But you can also use it for gasket material, paper stuff, and it punches holes. It is the baddest tool ever. It's an older tool, so they come up with that design. Let me grab it real quick before I forget. I'll show you. I was trying to think of the name of it. It's a Roper Whitney hole puncher. Okay, it comes in a little blue case. And, yep, all my dies knocked all over. Now, the holes, they go from 3/32 all the way up to 9/32. So a fairly decent sized hole. So here's, it's actually kind of odd. It's pretty close to the same color as uh, the home light here. So you can see all the different size dies and hole punch you can do. And then you can set your depth here of how far you want to go into if you want to do that. If you're doing like a series of holes down a line or something. A lot of times we'll use these in the auto body industry for putting in sheet metal. So when we punch holes, we can what we call spot welding. So when you weld up a new panel, you spot weld that panel right in there. So yeah, that's one of the many uses this has. This is an older model, which I like this older model a lot better than one we have at work. Made in the U.S. Oh, good U.S. of A. Old good stuff. I'm not saying the U.S. has best stuff. I'm just saying back then in the U.S. they did make good tools, and well, I'm sure everybody did then. So I did welcome Phil Pot. I seen you subscribed earlier today. Phil Pot, everybody welcome him. Welcome. He's from Germany. That's one of my what do you want to call it? I am part German, so one of my ancestors is German. So, and I've been wanting to get over there. I want to go to Germany. There is, I can't remember where, but there is a facility out there that does spine replacement of your vertebrae. They have a very good facility. They're best in the world. They've been doing it forever, and I've been wanting to do. I want to go over there and have my back done in this procedure, because I won't do it here in the U.S. All they do is fuse your vertebrae, and I don't want that. I don't want that. I want how they do it over there in Germany is where, when they replace the vertebrae, or they put an artificial cushion in there, and where you still get the mobility of your back, and the recovery rate is through the roof. And I've been wanting to do that for a long time, ever since the car accident. But it's going to cost a fortune, and I know insurance is not going to cover that. So, but anyway, so yeah, I need to do this gasket up. I'm not going to put it on right away, but I will make sure it fits on the cover here and the body as well. I don't have a very good spot where I can put you on, but all right. So I need to trace it out, cut it out, punch some holes, and all that. And usually I use pins to hold down my pins, but I won't in this material because it's a gasket. It's not like the cork material where you can put pins in and hold your gasket to the material, and that seals up where the pins are because of cork. It's very forgiving. So we're gonna have to do all this in one shot here. Now what I'll do is I trace out the outside and inside, and I will go in these holes here. If my pen works, I'll go in these holes and I'll put a circle right where I need to punch a hole in at. Yeah, I guess it's working. There's a little bit of bar oil left on the gasket, so I think it's affecting my pen a little bit. So we'll just trace this out. This gasket here is pretty stiff, so I don't have to worry about it moving so much. Some of them will flex and move and not retain the shape that you need for your wherever you're putting it at. So it will move and bend out of the way, that type of stuff. And like I did there, I moved it. Little by little, you'll get it. It's not rocket science. To tell you the truth, I don't know why I show you, but maybe this will help you with an idea or something that you want to do something. You could do this with anything. Now, I'm using a Felpro gasket material. That's just the kind I like to use. It's most common. Now, and this material thickness here is 1/32. You can get it at your hardware store or order it. I usually order it because the hardware stores around here do not carry the 1/32. They'll carry the eighth inch thick material, which is not the type of gasket material I use a whole lot. Most of the time you're going to use the 1/32 here, this stuff. Yeah, I'm kind of blocking it. I apologize. I'm just tracing, that's all I'm doing. Tracing the holes, tracing the inside, outside of the gasket. And I'm slowly moving along down so I don't really move too much. I was talking a little bit with Billy from Philly. A nice little chit chat there. I enjoy that. Always like talking shop. He's talking about painting. We talked about it on my last video. Try to give him some helpful hints. And I do apologize. I don't mean if I sound like you don't know anything. I shouldn't have assumed. You may or may not know how to do body work or paint, or how to lay the paint, or the combinations of paint. You may or may not know that. But like I said, I'm a helper. That's just who I am. I like to help people. So I'll try to give out as much information as I can, the best of my knowledge. Anyway, him and I were talking a little bit, and I mentioned that I went to school for auto body and collision repair, and I got my associates in that. So I got even the oil on the gasket kind of helped me outline it a little bit, didn't it? And And that some kind of colored it in. But anyway, I'm like I said, I got my associates in collision repair and refinishing, which covers mechanical work, and electrical, everything from bumper to bumper. As well as I have my certifications in MIG and TIG welding as well, which I do a lot of that on a daily basis where I work now. So now we were talking, and I mentioned that I can't talk today. I apologize. I mentioned that I don't know why I got into what I do now, and because it's not fully satisfying for me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I put in 110% of everything I do, and I do it to my best of my knowledge and my ability. And I do love it to a certain extent, but it's not really me, if that makes sense. And he says, most of us don't really know why we do get into what we do. We just make our decisions the best at the time, and lost all track of thought there. It is late here. I'm getting tired. I do apologize. I've been looking for the helmet. In time, at the time, we choose what we think is best at that time, which is usually at a younger age. And yes, and I agree that it makes sense. And I think what comes in time is experience and knowledge, and that's where we start thinking, what we've chosen may or may not been the best choice or fully satisfied choice of what we want to do in our lives and what makes us happy. And that hit it right on the spot, and then I couldn't agree more. A lot of knowledge and experience did come later in life, which is what happens, right? Well, I found mine out a little later, especially after getting onto Buckin's channel and seeing everybody else's channel and finding out what I really love. And it's all these saws right here. Mostly all McCullochs, which I do love my McCullochs. But tree work, getting out in the woods. I've always been an outdoor person. I love being outside. I love trees. I love climbing. So I put all those together and found out what I really want to do. Now, it's a little hard to do since I already have a business going right now and trying to transition that business over. It's a little difficult and risky. I have mouths to feed and bills to pay, right? And sometimes when you switch, that money that's coming in slows right down, right? Well, he's right. That's exactly what happened. And that's probably what happens with most of us. Now, the difference is, do you act on it? Or you just ride the boat out? No, ride the wave out. What do you do? Flip a coin? Or just go right after following your dream and your passion? What speaks to you here most? Well, that's what I'm doing. I've always gone off my gut, my heart, and acted in that sort of sense, and I'm glad I did it that way because it led me here. I don't be honest. I really don't see me doing anything else. Being an arborist is who I am, and I got pause this real quick. I'm running out of. My phone has a limit for some reason. I'm gonna have to stop the video and then start another one. I don't get it. So I'll be right back. Okay. I ran out of root beer. But anyway, I was saying, you know, for me, everything I've done it by heart. Okay, but it still didn't fulfill that heart. Does that make sense? When I found the channel, these channels, everyone's channels, and getting up into this tree, which I did started doing, getting up in the tree and started climbing again. Now I didn't climb trees before. I've climbed walls before, and rocks and all that stuff. I've climbed that way, but not in a tree. So I started that before I found Billy, and then that's when everything kind of hit me all at once, and I just whoa, that's a lot to take in right there. So yeah, it's so yeah, kind of a little scrambled in the head. I know I'm speaking from the heart, but trying to make sense for you to understand it, if that makes sense. Because my heart and mind don't always connect. So yeah, yeah. That just what from Billy from Philly there. Yeah, he he said it well. I'm not sure how old you are, Billy, but the way you spoke tonight, you sound a little older than I am. Um, but I did get your email and your pictures finally. I don't know if you got mine when I wrote back, but you didn't look too much older than I did. But that's not saying much. I'm not. Don't look my age. What people say anyway. But anyway, yeah, I didn't really have too much prepared except for I wanted to get that helmet tonight, and I wanted to show you. I have no idea where that went. I found everything except for that for some reason. It's the strangest thing. So yeah, I really didn't have too much prepared. I was trying to clean up, get things organized. I'm gonna find a powder coat. I want to find the right color, the exact color for the powder coat, so I powder coat this stuff. Excuse me. And then I'm gonna need to. I got as you probably can't see too well, but I have little plastic bins you get at the store. There are your packaged lunch meat containers. I use those. I have a whole bunch of them. Plus, my brother gave me a whole bunch of containers from his work, and I use that for all my spare parts, or I should say spare parts for the saw, or whatever I'm working on. Like over there, I have it all for my 850 motorcycle. I got parts all labeled and in order, organized like I usually am. That's organized. So I wanted to get all this stuff cleaned up and bagged and tagged and all that, so to speak, because I got lots of cleaning. You see all the junk in it. I'm gonna try and avoid doing the cover because of the sticker, but there's really not much left of the sticker. And I believe I found a place that has a lot of the stickers for the older saws. I did find some for the 1010, which I want to get for the 250. The 250, they had one for the 250, and they have a whole bunch for the 1010, so I might be getting a few of those just to keep on hand. I'm still looking for 141s. Yeah, because I got two 141s, two 250s, two. I got the 1010 automatic, but that one's gonna be a little different. Don't have a sticker. And I do have the ProMac 1010. I got the Eager Beaver 2.0. I need to find new stickers for that, or try to transfer the old ones over, which those aren't in the greatest shape either. So, and then I have another McCulloch. I still need to get that out. I need to get a gas lid, gas tank lid for it, and that one should run. And a new bar, because the guy had it before me and tore it all up. And it's all bent, going every which way. Didn't flip the bar, or it did flip the bar, but it's just really wavy. And then I think that's all the saws I got, besides the Homelight here and my regular saws that my tree job saws. Oh, I'm loving that 1010, that ProMac with the 28-inch bar. Yes, I'm loving that. I'm gonna put a 30 on the 141. I'm gonna use that as my stump one. Cutting down, doing the final cut, falling. Gonna do the falling with that one, especially with dirt and rocks or fences, wherever, because that, and keep the 404 pitch chain on there, so the bigger one, and that way it'll eat through it. It won't hurt it as bad, or will go through all that stuff, or nails in the trees, that'll go through it. It's a big saw. And yeah. So yeah, I'm getting there. I might put another 28-inch on my other 1010, the automatic. Yeah, I'm gonna probably do that. Yeah. Why not? So, Pillpog, you're gonna love your 1010. Oh, you gotta put a video up when you get it. Oh, I'm so excited for you. They're very, very fun, nice saws to play around with. You gotta make sure you order some American set of tools if you don't have any. Actually, I probably have a whole bunch here. I have a lot of extras. So if you need any, let me know. I'm gonna just send them over to you. I don't know if they sell ASC tools over there, American or Metro. We call them standard tools here, or American, because we gotta be the oddballs. So yeah, I don't know if they sell any of that over in Germany. I'm not sure. If you know anyone by a nearby American base, they might have some. You might be able to get some from their stores in there if you know somebody on base. Yeah, I'm not sure. But let me know if you need them. I probably got a whole bunch of tools that you need. I have tons of extras. I actually found a whole bunch of extras out in the shed, so. Anyway, Sorry I didn't have too much planned tonight. Kind of spoke a little bit from the heart. At least for me, that's speaking from the heart on how I found my new life and trying to get that rolling. And yeah, pretty much all the gasket material here. I may just leave it like this for right now. Keep the old gasket. Always keep your old stuff just in case until you're completely done with it. Then you throw it away. So yeah, I just might keep it like that. I'll just keep it in there. Go through and clean this. And I'm going to have to see if I find an old service manual for this so I can get this popped off. Because everything else is sealed. I unbolted it, and then I tried pulling it off, and it didn't come off, and then a bunch of crap got in there, and when I bolted back on, so I don't think it's going to seal very well. I would like to get in there and clean it and replace the seal. Would be the ideal thing to do. Yeah. Kind of disappointed in myself, that one. So. Yeah. Yeah, again, I apologize. I didn't have much going on. Just kind of tore this down. I got a little carried away last night and just kept plugging away. So, and then I kind of cleaned up the rest, a little bit left over, but I kind of cleaned it up so I can get the junk out of there and so I can get this cover off. I didn't want none of the stuff getting in there and onto the screen here for the oil. And then, yep, and then I cleaned up the cover. So that's actually a good piece here I could take in with me to show the color. And I'm going to match up the color with powder coat. Like powder coat's just like liquid paint, except for it's in a powder. You electrify it so it'll stick to a piece of metal. Then you put it in the oven and it liquefies and smooths out. Sorry about that. It my system or my phone interrupted everything. It just shot right to critical update needed. So that's gonna take God knows how long to update. Usually takes forever. Anyway, I'll let you all go before I get any more interruptions and whatnot. So I'm gonna get a few things cleaned up and bagged and tagged, and see if I can find any information on this. There's a few things more I gotta take down, strip off everything else, clean up, all that. I seen in that gas tank there and need to get the filter part out and all that. So anyway, y'all be good, be safe, be kind, and spread the love. Tomorrow was hump day. Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Buy that, it's the 1st of December. So buy that guy behind you in the drive-thru his lunch or his coffee or whatever. Do something nice. Makes you feel better. You can't lose for giving. You can't lose when you're giving. Just can't. So, I will let y'all go. You have a good night, good morning, good rest of the day, whatever it is, your part of the world, or whenever this video uploads. I have no idea how this is going to work because of the update that needs to go, so I apologize. So, alright, I'll see you all on the next video. Hopefully I'll have the helmet. I will see you all on the next video.